Hey, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Feeling a little bit like myself. Yes. I wanted to get back on YouTube more than I want. I didn't pray last night. Even I was in bed early and I was sleeping off and on. That rain and tornado warnings and all of that stuff. I was sleeping off and on, and I went to bed early, so it wasn't because most of the time I would pray like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning or like after 12 and stuff, and I'd be just getting settled. But it's been a peaceful weekend for me. Thankfully, it's been a peaceful weekend, and that's what I wanted. That's why I did not go into work on Monday, because what I'm finna do is have me not have my peace on my weekend. So yeah, so it's been a peaceful day. It is 2:40 Wednesday 29. We're almost out of April, y'all. April. And by May 5th, I already told y'all what I did last May. Honestly, last May, I did that in February. And then I was like, in faith, I was like, hey, I need to be out of here. So I don't know what this May 5th gonna bring. Cinco de Mayo. But I know, ooh, that eyebrow. Let's fix that. I know that I already finished most of my stuff. I'm gonna come home. I want some cereal. I was supposed to wake up and eat cereal, but we gonna fix it. I know it look crazy, but I want cereal, and I was supposed to eat cereal, but I'll come home and eat it. And that's the joys of me. And y'all remind me, it's at 2:12. I gotta be up. I gotta stop filming because I want to start, putting it back on my computer. Y'all see the little arch coming through? I want to start putting it back on my computer, and because I can edit way more, way better that way. I don't forgot how to use my editor on the computer because I haven't been using it. Because during my birthday, that long video that I did, no, it was me moving the couches around, which that video did pretty good. But I was like, y'all, I ain't finna be moving couches. Like, I ain't finna be moving couches around all day, every day. But, yeah, that video did pretty good. But, yeah, I can't be moving furniture all day. If anything, y'all gonna be, hold on, they not matching. If anything, y'all gonna see me not I am hungry too. I'm gonna just get I ordered some. I told y'all this how I make sure they straight. I ordered, that's how I get it. I raise, probably not good for wrinkles, but I raise my brows. And then that's how I get my arch. This arch is gonna be way better than that one on the other side. See? And then you put it down to get that arch down. But I be doing everything free-handed. That's why my hair be coming out the way it do. Like, if I had a mirror and stuff like that, like the mirror to look at the back of my head, but I'm gonna try not to put weave. And I got to this place a couple years ago to not put weave, like actual hair in my head, because I did have a reaction to some of the hair that I did. See, I think what happened was because now they saying chemicals is in the hair and stuff like that. I had crocheted some hair in my head. And it was around this time. It was around this time years ago. And I went to go get glasses, and I think I told you, like, it's a YouTube video. Y'all see the hair. And what I did was I straightened the hair with heat. So do y'all think chemicals in hair, synthetic hair, and straightening it and then crocheting it to my head was a good idea? No, it was absolutely not a good idea. If you're gonna do that, you might as well um get like a cap. Like, don't put it on your scalp at all. Now, it being on your head is probably okay, but you like quick weaving it and crocheting it in your like to where it's touching your scalp. Now, I may instead of throwing my locks away, I may get me some caps and give me a wig head and kind of put like my crochet hair, because that hair does go through, like the loop goes through your scalp, like through your braids or your braid pattern, whichever way you do. So I may just, get me a cap and make, put it on a cap instead of, having it, to my scalp, because yeah, like I did have a reaction to that hair years ago, and I was like, yeah, let me switch this up. And then I think the next time I did like the trick to where it was like the yarn braids, which was pretty cool. Like, as long as you keep your yarn, don't keep it in a cool, dry place and stuff like that. Don't do like what I did and kind of like store it anywhere, because I think I moved and it kind of messed it up. But don't store it anywhere, anything like that. Keep it in a cool, dry place. They pretty good. They decent. They match. But yeah, y'all, I just got on here. This is my fragrance for today. I've been looking for a fragrance to where I should put my lashes on. I haven't put my lashes on in a long time, but there hasn't been a place to where it's just like, because normally I would wear them to work, but there hasn't been like a reason to like do all that. But I do love my brows, putting on my brows. And I got my natural hair out today. Well, I got it in like the 2 puffs. Just something for now. I'm thinking about putting it in 1. We'll see. But this is my fragrance. I just got this one. I just picked this one up. And the musk smell on it, and it's fresh white musk. And don't get it twisted. Musk, M-U-S-K. The musk smell on this is heavy. I thought it would have been more floral-y, but it's like, it does smell like, people was reviewing it and said it smelled like soap. And it does have like a soap smell, but you also can smell like that, like musk smell. It's not bad, but I thought the florals was gonna come out of it way more. But I already got, like, when I got this one and stuff like this, I was like, dang, I wasted money, because I could have had some bleach. Like, I've been budgeting to where it's just like, especially when like it's the first of the month coming up, I budget to where like I may do like a $50, try to do a $50 like grocery haul and stuff like that. But it's just like, I wanted to get a fragrance. I brought another one like last grocery haul I did. I wanted to get a fragrance that, not meeting my husband, because I don't know, like I said, I don't know, just like Jesus, just like God, I don't know the day or the hour when my husband is going to come, when God is going to give him the okay to come. So, it probably won't be on our first meetup, but on the wedding night and the wedding day, I know what perfume I want to wear. And honestly, I thought it would have been in the category of one of those that I had for my birthday, because I was like, dang, like I wish my husband could smell like this perfume, especially like that sweet cotton candy that I cannot stand cotton candy scents, but they made it to where it smelled so good. The little Sweet Talk perfume, it made it so it smelled so good to where it was just like, ooh, like this is like a sweet candy scent, like, but it's a adult scent. And I was like, Lord, I need that adult scent on the wedding night and the honeymoon, the wedding night. So then, because somebody said like, have a scent to where it's just like your husband remembers, because on the wedding night, you consummate. So it's just like have a scent to where he, like, if he's in your neck and stuff like that, like he's gonna remember that scent. And then just like have that perfume or have that, scent to where, like, when you want to, get a little spicy or, just pop out with that scent, so he can remember it. Like, it'll bring back memories of, of the wedding night, or that good memory of, you know, and I don't know what I'll wear on my first date. Like, I got so many perfumes that's around here. I don't know what I'll wear on my first date. Or meeting him, but I thought I would, cause like I'm a Sand and Fog perfume oil girly. But when I went into TJ Maxx on my birthday, yeah, around my birthday, like they said they was all out. She was like, as soon as they get it in, um, it run, like it's gone. So I was like, dang. Okay. So I had to, go with the two that I went with, and I showed y'all. But they didn't have any scents that I wanted. They did have some, but those was the ones that I had already, came across and stuff like that. But I thought it was gonna be a Sand and Fog. Like, I'm really a perfume oil girl, but I thought it was gonna be a Sand and Fog type of, scent that I would get. But I'm like, Lord, I already got the scent, and I reordered it already for some things that God had. I reordered it already. Let me not say that. I reordered it already because I'm like, I love this scent. I was shocked by the scent because I was like, whatever. And honestly, the scent and what it has on it is so, like, reminding me of my husband, which is funny because my husband was, I don't know, but I don't know. I feel like me and him, like, we have our differences of opinions, because he, should I tell them? But he and it's not a bad difference of opinion. It's just like, I don't know, like, how he sees stuff, I kind of see, especially if it's like different, if I'm looking at it in a spiritual way, he'll be dragging me along. like, hey, let's go to this place and stuff like that. But don't get it twisted, husband. Like, if you drag me along, I'm gonna find, like, if it's the little sights that you want to see and all of that, like, I'm gonna find something that I like, no matter if it's like a botanical garden or like a community garden, or, I get to go to a farm and see like the animals. Like, I'm gonna find something. Look, I'm gonna find something that, God is like, well, you gonna like this, and he likes this, and you gonna like this, and seeing this and all of that. Like, I'm gonna find something I like in whatever place you drag me to. But I feel like but it reminded me of him, and I'm like, Lord, yeah, I remember that. I remember that trip. Lips are dry. Don't. Oh yeah, let it hit the light. It's just like a cat eye set. Yeah, I think I found that scent. Hopefully they don't discontinue it, but I think I found that scent, and I'm like, that's the scent. That's the scent that I'm going with. But I do still love my whipped vanilla from Bodycon, because I told y'all, like, I haven't brought like perfumes to work, because I had to go back to TJ Maxx and we had to take a trip. But yeah, so I just been buying like the little I call them drugstore, but the little scents to where you can find, honestly, you can find perfumes also. It just depends. But I've been just body spray perfumes and stuff like that right now. But yeah, so, and I don't like, since I been on Instagram and stuff like that, since I have been on Instagram and stuff, I do not put everything on Instagram, and that's why I kind of don't want to go on there. I don't feel like praying or anything like that. But I'm glad that now that I got everything out, now that I have told y'all, like, just because I'm on here and stuff like that doesn't mean I don't go through stuff. Like, I just have really gotten good at fighting. I have gotten good at fighting, and that's why I was telling y'all, like, I don't know I don't know who the person will be, when I finally am able to breathe and, are able to just sit back for maybe a little bit, because I'm going to still be doing what God is telling me to do. And I'm going to still be making sure that people are, doing what they supposed to be, being on their post, like staying in position and all of that. So I'm still going to get warfare. I'm still going to get people who don't like me just because God has spiritually elevated me. I'm still going to get people who, you know, I probably should have put some extra on it, but I'm still going to get people who just, is whatever to them, it's whatever. Do I still got some in here? I want to make it darker, but yeah, that's better. These 2 points. I haven't concealed my eyebrows in so long, y'all. So it kind of makes it look natural, but it's not natural. It's not natural. But yeah, so I don't know. But yeah, like, even the perfume that I'm like, Lord, that's the scent. Even though I wore it already and I had got it again, but I'm like, that's the scent that I want to smell like on, like, wedding night and honeymoon. That's one of the scents. Honeymoon probably be a few days or whatever. How long ever my husband decides to drag me somewhere. Basically. However long my husband decides to drag me somewhere, that's how long I'm gonna be on the honeymoon. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go over here and pray, y'all. I don't want to. I really don't want to. I'm just feeling like and I'm probably gonna eat some cereal when I get back home. And it's so funny because I get to do that in like this single bubble that I'm in, but once my husband comes, it's just like he probably be with it. He probably be like, "Hey, we eating cereal for dinner, or you cooking tonight?" Like, you eat cereal for dinner, or you cooking tonight? But it's so funny because it's just like, I knew it was gonna blow again. But once the kids get here, once he actually, you know, have a baby with me, it's kind of gonna be like, well, I gotta give these kids some structure. They gotta have breakfast. They gotta have dinner. I didn't have lunch. I didn't grow up having lunch. I don't know if my husband did. I didn't grow up having lunch. There was no such thing as lunch. And I may have went to the corner store and got like candy or chips or something like that, but it wasn't like a balance, like, oh, here's a sandwich, here's some juice, here's some fruits, some vegetables. Like, it wasn't balanced. But yeah, it's almost 3, y'all, and then I'm up to 20 minutes now. But I'm thankful that I'm back, because, like, honestly, this little 25-minute video can be a video for like Tuesday. Y'all know I post on Tuesday or Wednesday, so sometimes later in the week, depending on like how fast I'm popping out videos. But it feels good to not be like, to be able to release, like, hey, like, and I think I was telling Instagram, I don't think I was telling y'all, like, just because like I'm strong and stuff like that, like doesn't mean I don't shed tears. Doesn't mean I, just because like I'm able to, come on here and, be going through a lot, be going through different things, doesn't mean that, I don't shed tears or I'm not confused or I just take it to God. Like I'm so used to it. And that's why I was like, I don't know who the person, who am I after like some of the pressure, some of the weight is taken off of me. And I don't know who she is right now. Like, 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 do I still like this, or what hobbies do I want to, what other hobbies do I want to create? Even though I was creating them in the midst of me being even though I was creating it in the midst of me being still like still spiritually bound. Still spiritually bound. And it's so funny because now that you're not spiritually bound, it's kind of like, how do I still pick on you? How do I still bully you? How do I still make it seem like you're the bad person or you're doing something wrong now that you're not spiritually bound? Now that you have finally, God has finally started moving and working in your life, like how do I, and it's so funny because I got so many people, the lies and the rumors and stuff like that. I have so many witnesses to be like, no, she wasn't. No, she don't. Like during that time, like it was crazy. Like so many witnesses, especially the factory, like all the stuff that the factory put on me. It was kind of like, but no, I'm not. Like, I don't know, and it's so funny because um yeah, like it's so funny because it's like I had so many witnesses. Like I had so many witnesses of no, I wasn't. But when when people are not completely connected to God, when people are not completely, and I'm gonna go preach to them over on Instagram, when people are not completely connected to God and can't spiritually see that someone is basically using something that someone is going through to be manipulative and manipulate the situation, you know, it's sad. It's sad. Like, like I, like it's sad. But I've been strong for like YouTube has been my outlet, honestly, and I've been strong for years, even through coming up through childhood. So it's just like I'm used to putting on a face that I'm okay, even though I'm not okay. I'm so used to putting on a face that I'm good, even though, you know, I don't know. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna have to get up out for here. But yeah, I found the scent that, because I was looking, like, I was like, well, Lord, I'm gonna buy another one just to see like how I like this one, because I was looking for a mature adult scent to wear like during my wedding and wedding night and possibly some of my honeymoon. Um and yeah, so I found it. I found it. But let me get up off of here and go over towards the Instagram side. I don't like going over there because I know they're watching. I know that they are. But yeah, I don't like going over there. I don't like being on the Instagram side because I know they're watching. I know they're sitting there trying to nitpick and find something and try to, just dissect to make me look at like a bad person and stuff like that. And it's the craziest thing ever. But that's just the life I'm living right now. I'm gonna have to put. I didn't buy Cheez-Its this time. I brought goldfish, so I'm gonna put some goldfish in my pocket. And I gotta wash. I might throw a load of laundry in the washer. I'm gonna just pray with them. I did kind of write down a little script like I did y'all to talk about different things and stuff like that. And that's it. That's all. But yeah, I can't wait to travel with my husband. That's one of the things. Like I can't wait to travel with him, but I also, I don't know if I guess I'll get to experience like traveling without him also, depending on where God takes my life and where God, elevates me to. But I can't imagine, especially if we have kids, leaving my husband with the kids and being like, oh yeah, husband, I got this business trip I'm going on. And it's just like, nah, like we might as well just rent something and, drive it to where we need to be with these kids. Or, cause I I can't imagine just leaving him by himself with the kids and stuff like that and doing my own thing. But, I know, I probably will be, able to travel without him. Probably will I want to. That's the thing. Like, once he come, like, will I get this feeling of, that independence falling off of me of, wanting to still have, my things that I like and like to do and just be wanting to, be with him. Like, how those couples be to where they like completely um completely together with their person and stuff like that. It's like when God sends me my husband, am I going to still want my independence? I know I'm gonna have to be submissive. I know I'm gonna have to be the submissive wife. And that's the thing I'm about to talk about on Instagram. But am I going to Chick-fil-A giving me a notification? Y'all gave me some rewards. Yeah, y'all busier. Cool. I'm about to get on here and get off. I'm finna pray and get off. I don't really want to pray. And I know my husband probably like, why she didn't pray last night? Maybe she gonna pray in the morning. And that's why I told y'all, like, I kind of show up and be on my post a lot. Like, I'm gonna give him, like, y'all, some of this that God has given me to where it's just like push through, push through, push through. I'm gonna give it to my husband. I promise y'all. Like, I'm gonna give it to my husband. I'm like, husband, like, you need some of that push through, that push through, that push through. Like, you need some of that push through. Like, push through it. No matter what you going through, push through it. He's gonna, yeah, like, I'm gonna give him some of that too. I promise you. That's one of the things. Like, hopefully, I don't know when he'll be here or whatever, but hopefully he's able to just, like, I can pray for him while he's, where he at, and he actually get like the motivation and the, just like, I guess it's balance. And I don't know if like God is putting us together so we can balance each other out to where it's just like, well, you got time right here to do this, or you got time right here to do that and stuff like that. So I don't know. Like, hopefully, we able to balance each other out, because like, I don't know, God has just been giving me like newness to where it's just like, oh, like, I know you feeling this way, I know you feeling that way, but push through it. Push through it. Especially in February when I told Instagram, I was like, I'm gonna have to fix my face, and it was like a real Valentine. It was around Valentine's Day, And I was like, I'm gonna have to fix my face. And then on Valentine's Day, people was basically harassing and picking and idolizing the day and being upset that they couldn't get reservations or, come in. And it's just like, man, like, it's a day. It's a day that you suppose, and it's just like, why do women put pressure on men to celebrate Valentine's Day when I want to get flowers every other day, every other week? Like, flowers die flowers honestly last me like 2 weeks, the way I be putting them in my water. But they last me for like 2 weeks. So every other week I want something. Because, like, that's how I'm going to treat my husband. Like, that's the energy that I'm going to give my husband. Like, so it's just like every other day I want to think about him. I want to take something off his plate to, like, it's that balance I'm talking about. But, I pray for him to be able to balance and get the motivation that God is calling him to do, to prioritize. Because, like, I feel like God is having me post it to where it's just like, you got to be on Instagram. You got to be like, after Valentine's Day and stuff like that, and the Valentine's Day I had, and me taking that 2 weeks off and then getting back, I didn't get back. I went through spiritual warfare, even though I was trying to be consecrated to God. I went through spiritual warfare after I had talked to him. Well, I ain't talked to him. After I had did something to where it was just kind of like writing it down, making it plain. I didn't talk to him. But maybe I'll talk it to him. Maybe I'm going to have communication with him now or soon. But after I had talked to him, I went through I keep saying it, so maybe it's coming soon. After I had wrote it down, made it plain about my husband, which after I had wrote it down, made it plain about my husband and stuff like that, I had went through the spiritual warfare. On March the 3rd, went to sleep, woke up, and then it had, like, I had to pray and stuff like that. And then Wednesday, I was just, like, midnight Wednesday. Well, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock. It was later than I normally be up. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I went from kind of like being like, Lord, I can't right now. Like, I just want to be, left alone with social media and, being on. And that was the first time I ever was just like, and I ain't gonna tell y'all what it had to do with, but it was the first time ever that I was like, yeah, I can't be on social media. I don't want to. And I think I was still posting on YouTube, but it's the Instagram. It was the Instagram that I was like, yeah, I can't be on here right now. I can't show my face and be happy, or show my face and push through this. Like, I have to sit back and be like, God, I had to throw a tantrum and then come back and be like, God was like, get back on there. And around the 27th of February, God was like, get back on your post. Get back to doing what you need to be doing. So, I be pushing through stuff. Like, all of this stuff that I be having going on, I be pushing through it, and I still been showing up for what God has been wanting me to do. Now, I be really wanting to make time and have time for the other stuff that I feel like God is, doing also. It's a lot. So I be balancing a lot of stuff. I'm going to get to it, though. I'm going to get to it. I promise I'm going to get to it. I gave myself till the 6 months. I gave myself to, what is that? Today, the 4th, 5th, 6th. So I got about 2 months to do something. So hopefully, I'm able to get that done and stuff like that. But yeah, like, yeah, I'm gonna give him, like, I'm like, Lord, give my husband some of that motivation to, what is you truly, asking him to do, like, where his post at, like, where you want him to post it, and let him be able to give his all to that you are calling him to do. That's, yeah, like, because I'm for sure, like, God accepts me being over here on YouTube. And then I was kind of like, but he was like, you got to go back on Instagram also. And I'm like, you got to do your prayers and stuff like that while you stopping. So, yeah. He was like, get back on your post. And I'm like, okay, okay. And I got back on my post, even though I was going through spiritual warfare. But it's 3:16, and this thing saying it's going to be late. So let me get over here and pray and stuff like that on this Wednesday and all of that. Let me pray with them and stuff. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully we go somewhere. Because after those long videos, I'm like, yeah, I already be talking like 50 minutes, 40 minutes and stuff like that. But after those long videos, it's just like, I need some retail therapy. So we'll go somewhere maybe. Somewhere maybe. Um I already paid bills and stuff, so I'm trying to budget. I'm trying to budget. Husband, don't you know? I ordered because I was gonna make chicken pot pie, which that's a normal meal prep for me because I can't cook every day. And they said they didn't have the chicken. So I did get me some more meatballs though. So I'm gonna be cooking spaghetti and meatballs. And I got some salmon croquettes. That's probably what I'm gonna cook tonight. Salmon croquettes. I kind of want to make it. They ain't gonna freeze well. I kind of want to make it and then kind of meal prep that. We'll see. We'll see how I feel tonight. We'll see. But let me go, y'all. Let me get over to the Instagram section of it. But yeah, we just did white fingernails. These are my last cat eye nails though. And I did not buy any more. It's a little cat eye. It's just a white, like milky white nail set. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys later.